Hey, what's up everybody? So today we're going to be replacing the coil packs on this 2012 Mustang GT. After the last video where we replaced the spark plugs, it starts, at idle it's throwing codes for multiple cylinder misfires. It runs perfectly fine when you're actually driving it though, so it's probably not coil packs. It's probably something to do with the spark plug gap. But I'm going to replace the coil packs today because they're old. They've been on the car for a long time. So I just want to rule that out, see if that's the problem, and if not, then we'll take everything back out, check the spark plug gap, and take a look at it from there. So I'll just go ahead and start taking out these coil packs, and I hope you guys enjoy watching me take them out. So thankfully coil packs on the Coyotes are super easy to get to. They never fight you. It's just simple in and out. So I'm just undoing all of the wiring harness first, then I'll pull all these bolts out. So on the passenger side, all of these look, I mean, they're a little bit dirty probably from being handled, but relatively clean. I don't see any like melting or anything on them. So I'm just going to put these off to the side and grab my new ones. The ones that I'm replacing this with are the Ford Performance coil packs. Not that I think it makes too big of a difference, but sometimes going back to OEM doesn't hurt. So it was nice of them to include new bolts along with these. Not that there's anything wrong with my current bolts, but you know, over time taking them in and out, you know, the threads can get a little weak, and you can potentially strip them out. So it's a nice little addition to the pack. I don't think any of the other coil packs I've bought have done that before. So thanks, it's a nice feature. Right. Yeah. I'm sure you guys heard that. I just dropped one of the bolts. It's always cool. Let me see if I can find that one. Well, that bolt has pulled up Houdini underneath the car. Now, it did not make it underneath the car, but it is certainly somewhere. Yeah, I'll deal with that in a minute, but for now I'll just keep going and install this side. Come back to that. well, this isn't good. I have coolant right here. Is this just loose? Okay, so I will tighten all of my bolts in a minute. See if maybe that's my problem. Where did you go, little buddy? I know you're somewhere. Okay, well that one is lost to oblivion, so I will just reuse one of my older bolts. Which, like I said, not a large deal. They basically all look perfectly healthy to begin with, so it's not like it hurts anyone. So I'm going to assume it's just this little guy leaking a little bit because I have coolant right through here. So unless this case is starting to separate, let's see what that does. Some of these are in there super tight. So again, they don't look bad or anything. Since I know this side had the oil leaking issue before, I'm just going to take a quick look down the cylinders. Yeah, none of them look bad or anything, so I'm just going to put the new coil packs on top, start her up, and see how she rattles. Okay. Just remember when you're doing this to always hand tighten or screw them in by hand first, so you don't cross thread anything. Since I'm physically right here, I'll just hold the dipstick real quick. Make sure my oil mark's still good, and it is. Alright. Move all this stuff out the way. Start her up and see how she sounds. car sounds significantly better. Doesn't sound like it's misfiring at idle anymore, so I'll take it. That's perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping would fix it. So I hope you guys learned something. Take care until the next time.